The Labrador current comes down from the north, and the continental shelf makes a sharp hook, allowing the Gulf Stream current to slide up from the south, and they collide there. And the resulting collision of those two currents creates some of the most nutrient-rich explosions of life you'll see on the planet.
Did you sleep at all last night?
I've got a couple of hours in.
Good, good.
Enough.
I couldn't sleep much, but I was excited, ready to go.
I woke up a fair few times thinking about it.
Cape Cod's interesting because it was formed as a result of a glacial deposit. You know, a big glacier crashed into the country, receded back, and it deposited all these massive, conspicuous land formations.
Even some of the backgrounds here I noticed that I'd seen in movies, and it just gives you that feeling you're in a special place.
You know, so after we had a chance to fish with Ben before, we left the trip having done some excellent striped bass fishing and some great inshore, and we said, Ben, you gotta, you guys have got one of the greatest game fish on the planet down there in Australia. You've got this GT, but we want to give you the best we have to offer. You got to take a shot at one of our giant cold water northeast bluefin.
The thing that pumps you up most about fishing is going toe-to-toe with big fish.
There's nothing like a bluefin tuna on the planet. I don't care where you go. Their stamina, their ability to bend the rod, their ability to go the distance, but also pull at a freight train's pace the entire time is just staggering.
I've battled some of the biggest GTs in Australia, but now I'm in the US. It's time to test myself against these big bluefin tuna that I've heard so much about.
Before the boys got here, we had a pretty good feed going consistently for about 2 weeks off the northeast side of the Cape. We were able to get out there and score lots of fish between the 68 to 75 inch class, all on Topwater. And then about a day before, no, 2 days before the boys got here, we ran into a really specifically large fish feed based off the southeast side of the Cape on a famous wreck out there called the Regal Sword. And we ran 2 successful trips out there getting fish between 83 and 85 inches.
Yeah, anything you want on this dish. Cut this cripple lobster getting rich. Yeah, why you even talking about your wrist? Yeah, I am not the one I think you miss. Hey, what I need gold for? I've been taking shots and bleeding purple for the dawn. I've been in the kitchen with the sauce spilling over. I'm that golden child, I got it in my soul. Hold up, I forgot my manners. They call me the one, it's nice to meet you, man. Think a little birdie told me y'all been lost. Yeah, lacking management, in need of a boss, it ain't me, that's what I can't be. I open up and let that stain see, till he paint me. This kind of rap, it really pains me. They try to shame me, when I say I mean my family, that's in the game, see. Take the Christian, not the name, and because they aim it. You think it's black and all your fame, and they think you lame. I wonder if he took those thorns all up in his brain.
Literally maybe the day they arrived, a massive cold front came in, dropped the air temps 20 degrees, dropped water temps 5 to 10 degrees, and shook it all up. So it was back to the drawing board from day one. First day we pushed straight out there, and we went to the same deep water spot off the southeast side, keen on getting the boys tied on a very large topwater bluefin. And to our dismay, there was very little sign of anything going on topwater, maybe a couple of bait boats hooked up. We covered over 100 miles north and south along several contour lines just looking for a nice surface feed to get that shot.
These tuna are so elusive at the moment. Hopefully, out of the 2 boats, one of us can find these fish.
You know, these larger tuna, it's not an individual sport. It's one of the things that drew me into this part of the fishery, and this fishery specifically, is I tell people it's a lot like a prehistoric mammoth hunt.
We're running out of time. Heads are starting to go down. All of a sudden we get this call. The other boat, they're hooked up, and it's a big, big fish.
The other boat gets tight, they get gassed very quickly, and I get the call to run over there. So now we got the shot. You know, after 2 years of trying to make this happen. Here comes Ben's moment to get tight on this fish, and we're ready to see if he can put his money where his mouth is.
Oh, fucking left-handed line. Are you kidding me?
Here you go.
I'm left-handed, I'm not left-handed, bro. Oh, it's twisting. Bruh. I'm not left-handed, bruh. Fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. Yeah, I know, but I'm not left-handed, bruh. No. You're fucking kidding me. Can we get a... You're fucking kidding. Oh, it's gonna be so fucking okay, bruh. Hey, Jack. Got any ideas, mate? I'm not fucking left-handed, mate. I'm fucking serious, bruh. We've just travelled hundreds and hundreds of miles. We're in the US, and all of a sudden I get handed this rod, and I've got a 400 to 500 pounder on the other end. Rod's broken, left hand wind. What the hell am I going to do now? Getting on that wheel, man.
Look at this. Lefty right this side. Lefty right
I'm in it just to rewrite history, cause I'm in the mood to label us the leaders of the new school. This ain't for the radio, can't find this on YouTube. This the type of killing that these critics ain't used to. Victorious.
The goal was to cast and hook this fish myself, and then battle him toe to toe all the way to the boat. And now that I'm actually on a fish and feeling how much power it actually has, I don't know if this is actually possible.
Yeah, he's going to do a lot of those head shakes, Ben, and that line's going to roll over the cross of his back every now and then, and it's going to get you that weird shock load. Just try to keep up with him, the short, fast, controlled lifts, and then gain quickly on the reel.
Oh man, it feels crook, Doesn't feel good,
He's doing great. Yeah. He's already lasted a lot longer than a first time feeling a fish this size. This is a legit giant tuna. It's a big deal.
My arms are absolutely cooked. Physically, I'm just shot. I'm gone. I don't know whether it's the adrenaline, the broken rod, the handle on the reel, or just the fact that it's just a massive fish. I'm fucking cooked, mate. I swear to God, I'm fucking cooked. No, mate, look, I probably can't hold the rod. But I can't hold onto this rod any longer. I'm absolutely shattered.
Holy fuck me.
Now that we're actually in the battle, we're cycling through anglers one after the other. It's just inch by inch on this fish. This is awesome.
Big dark shape out there. I wonder if that's him.
But all of a sudden, the fish turns, comes up to the surface.
Oh yeah, he's right there.
There he is. There's colour, there's colour.
What do you got for color there?
Kyle has that harpoon out and he's ready. Jack takes one look at the fish. It's too big. It's out of season. We're gonna have to battle this thing all the way to the boat.
If this fish gets beaten, he'll go into a spin. That was him checking us out. He'll go into a spin and we'll have a lot of looks at him. If we beat him.
I just can't believe it. We're on this fish for 2.5 hours. That's it. It's all over. We're on a plane tomorrow. No more chances.
Good job, guys. Not much you can do about that. You get one of these hooks in one of those big fish's mouth, and the longer you fight it, the bigger that hole gets. One little head shake or something like that.
That's what happens when you set big goals. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it lights a fire for next time. I just can't wait to get back and smack one of these big tuna.
Good job, man. You did great.
Fuck, 500-pound fish.
That's why we gave you the rod. We don't want no part of it.
That is unbelievable. Unbelievable.